Let's bring in Ryan Elijah. He is running for Florida's 7th Congressional District against Congressman Corey Mills, who holds the seat and says he is not going to relinquish it. Great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today.
Bianca, it's great to see you. Thanks for having me.
You bet. All right. So obviously this seat's been discussed quite a bit, Ryan. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis just 3 hours ago signed a new law, set of congressional lines that could get the Republicans up to 4 House seats in November. So this is a mid-decade redrawing of the state's 28 congressional districts, and we're looking at them here. So it has the potential to help the GOP keep a majority in the U.S. House in the midterm elections. Very critical. You just heard Raphael Warnock there criticizing it. Tell us about when you hear the 21st century Jim Crow tactics in new clothes types of pushback here, what you really think Americans need to know.
Well, it's disappointing. And to go back even further, the governor knows when we redistricted before, Florida should have gotten 2 seats. We got 1. We have seen an explosive growth, and everyone knows that about the state of Florida. You know, what's unfortunate, you can make the argument, should redistricting be happening or not, but you have to look at both sides. I mean, this has clearly been done in red states. It's also been done in blue states. Just look no further than Virginia recently, and Senator Warnock knows that.
Yeah, well, you sound like you're, common sense, but of course, don't let facts get in the way of some of their narrative over there on the left. All right, I said your seat, 7th Congressional District, it's been a hot one. You're going up against Congressman Corey Mills. You're the first Republican challenger for this seat. Now, we know Mills is facing allegations of stolen valor, domestic violence, and sexual misconduct. But the House Ethics Committee, Ryan, is investigating. There's a potential expulsion vote, but he's not been criminally charged. And because of that, he's come out and said that he's going to keep this seat. He wants to keep the seat. He's not stepping down. Talk to us about what Corey Mills' move is and why you are going to challenge him and why you think you are better suited for this position.
Well, I mean, it's something you don't take lightly, going up and against an incumbent. What I would say about Corey, Representative Mills, is I respect his service in the military. Beyond that, these are serious accusations, and I think the House Ethics Committee does need to continue to look at those. Essentially, I think his fate is in Congress. I wasn't waiting for that. I'm getting in, and I can tell you after about 100 calls, we have been absolutely overwhelmed with people excited about this campaign and supporting this campaign. And I think it shows they wanted another choice, and they wanted a primary challenge. It's something we gave him, and I had high expectations. It has even exceeded that just over the last 6 days.
Interesting. What do you say to folks who say, obviously, we saw Swalwell, a lot of concern about his acts, and then they're, obviously were criminal. But in this case, it's, underscoring the fact that he's not been criminally charged with anything. I know you just said you respect his service, but do you think morally there is an issue that Corey Mills or people who vote for him should be thinking about?
Well, I think there's 2 parts of that. First of all, I think he and Congress can decide that, but then it becomes, can you still represent the district and do it well? And do you still have the faith of the people back there? I mean, I've spoken with CEOs, I've spoken to some of the military, I've spoken to a lot of different people, and that's the bigger question. Can you still be an effective leader? I'm a big believer that the right voice at the right time can lead people forward, and I think that's what I've seen over the last 6 days, this hunger for someone to get in that they trust. And they don't want to have the headlines for the wrong reasons. The 7th District's been in the headlines for the wrong reasons lately. We want to change that.
All right. Well, thank you for that. I do want to get your reaction to the Michigan Democrat. She's running for Senate. She's standing by her words, Mallory McMurrow, and says that, coastal elite should really be schooling those rural Americans. And she was asked about these comments, which she had taken down. This is what she told CNN.
I think we all need to understand each other better. Trump has succeeded in weaponizing us against each other, convincing us that we are each other's enemies. I've lived all over the country. I've met a lot of different people, and I stand by that. Was it the most eloquent tweet I've ever tweeted? No, I've tweeted thousands of times.
It's a pretty good, I guess, deflection, once the words are out there, even deleted tweets, now deleted tweets. You're in the 7th Congressional District. So talk to us, because maybe some consider, that part of Florida, some parts are a little bit rural, people from many backgrounds. The coastal elites schooling people in rural America seems on brand for Democrats. But what say you?
Yeah, it seems a little much, and I'm a little hesitant about labels, Bianca. I think once you get into labels and you want to do this us versus them, I think you go down a dangerous road. And the problem is, as you pointed out correctly, tweets live forever and the internet's there. So if you put something out, yes, you can delete it, but oftentimes that even brings more speculation onto that. So it's tough. I don't think you can get away from that once it's been put out there.
What do you make of where we're at in the war? We know tomorrow Pete Hegseth and Dan Kane have a news conference, the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most critical choke points. Back and forth, President Trump this afternoon talking about Operation Project Freedom, but recognizing that 7 small ships were destroyed. I mean, this is obviously an effort here to get rid of the largest sponsor of state terrorism around the globe, but impacting Americans when it comes to fertilizer prices, price of food, the price of gas, all of these kitchen table issues. We're 6 months today away from the midterms.
Yeah, and Bianca, I think you hit on it correctly there as well. Iran can't win this war. We've had incredible military success, but Iran knows how they're going to fight this war is through the media and through public opinion, trying to wait out the clock, if you will, because the midterms are coming up. I have every confidence that the president and the Department of War, they know that they know the midterms are coming, and certainly that's coming there as well. And the president said, and one that follows the financial markets, I can tell you, when we get some culmination, when we finally have some closure there, I think you're going to see oil prices come back down. But there's no question it's an extra pressure because we are at that 6-month point, and it has driven prices up. And as quickly as they can come down, we need some resolution before that happens. We also have to meet our objectives, though. We've spent a lot over there in terms of efforts, and we've had a lot of success, but we have to get our resolution we want. That's no nuclear weapon. And, of course, getting the Strait of Hormuz open and potentially that regime change also.
All right. Ryan Elijah running to be your next congressman in Florida's 7th Congressional District. It is nice to meet you and really appreciate your comments today, Ryan.
Yeah, great to be with you anytime.
Thank you.